Good morning. So today we're going to be working on solving polynomials. And I got three simple examples for you of stuff you might see today. So the whole goal when doing this is to get it to look like a quadratic. Okay? So here's how we do this. To make it look like a quadratic, I'm going to factor out my x of all of these. That's my only GCF. This is 5x squared plus 4x minus 57 equals 0. So now we're using all our factoring rules to now solve them. And I'm not even going to waste my time to think about how to factor this down into two parentheses. Too much work. I'm going to just use the quadratic formula. So the opposite of b, negative 4 plus or minus square root of 4 squared minus 4 times 5 times negative 57. Okay? All over 2 times 5. So now I've already done this math, and when you do this, you're going to get negative 4 plus or minus square root of 1,156 all over 10, which this simplifies down to negative 4 plus or minus 34 over 10. So x equals negative 4 plus 30 is positive 30. 30 divided by 3 is 3. Negative 34 minus 34 is negative 38 tenths, which reduces to negative 19 fifths. Now, don't forget, these are not the only two answers. The other answer happens to be x equals 0. Do not forget that. That's going to be seen in today's work. My next example again, make it look quadratic. 4r to the fourth minus 64r squared equals 0. Factor out your GCF. Your GCF happens to be 4 and r squared. So you're left with r squared minus 16 equals 0. Do not forget the difference of squares. This breaks down one more time to make your life easy. R minus 4, r plus 4 equals 0. If this r equals negative 4, there's a solution. If this r equals 4, there's another solution. And if this r equals 0, that is also a solution. Notice how in this case, the power was 4, but yet we only had 3 solutions. That's more than appropriate because that means you can have up to as many as 4 solutions. So that's that one. And now my last one, clause when necessary, is going to be this one. So I got 3x to the fourth minus 3x cubed equals 10x squared. So the first thing you got to do here is make this equal to 0. Subtract this 10 from both sides. 3x to the fourth minus 3x cubed minus 10x squared equals 0. Now factor out your GCF. Well, the only GCF I have here is x squared. So I'm left with 3x squared minus 3x minus 10 equals 0. Again, my whole goal in solving these polynomials is to make these look quadratic, and this is quadratic, so now I can solve this. So again, I'm not going to bother wasting my time on finding the factors of this nonsense. I'm just using the quadratic formula. Opposite of b, 3 plus or minus square root of negative 3 squared minus 4 times 3 times negative 10 all over 2 times 3. I've already done this math, and when you do this math, you get 3 plus or minus square root of 129 over 6. And because 129 does not break down any further, this is all finished. So x equals, if you want to write down all the solutions, x equals 3 plus square root of 129 over 6. X equals 3 minus square root of 129 over 6. And the last solution here is x equals 0. Don't forget that. All right. Now, you guys are going to see some other stuff in the work for Khan Academy, and just to be a little refresher, when you guys are multiplying stuff with exponents, you add the exponents. For instance, if you got something like this, 3m squared n times 4m n to the fourth. The way you multiply this, you multiply the numbers. 4 times 3 is 12. M squared, and m, remember you add the invisible 1 to the 2. So now this is m cubed, and the invisible 1 plus the 4, you add the exponents. Okay? That's how you do this stuff in case you might have forgotten. So that is it for my lesson. I will see you guys today around 1 o'clock.